Welcome back to the Loner Ranger Radio Show with Bruce Woodburn, Cross Country Mortgage. Yes, we got a lot of things to cover, and I want to cover things today. How is the war in Iran affecting the housing market and interest rates? I think that's a real important topic, and we need to get into it. So there's a lot of things that I want to cover. I want to cover where the opportunities are, and I've got other things that I think might be of interest to you. So you're going to want to just hang tight because I think this is the real deal right here. So here's the thing. What is happening to interest rates with the war? I can tell you right now, interest rates have gone up a little bit. They have taken a little bit of a hit. Now, much, not a lot, but they've taken about 70 basis points on the bond market. And we know that means higher interest rates. However, it has actually created an opportunity because interest rates aren't high. They're just a little higher. They started to get down into the high fives and then they popped right back up to about 6.1%. So when you talk about, is that really a difference? A lot of people, it's psychological because when you're in the sixes or the fives, people would rather have a 5.99 than they would a 6%. It's the same interest rate. Your payment may be $2 difference, but psychologically you like it better. But here's the fact. You know what you like even more better? A better price on the house, closing costs paid, rate buy downs. So here's the reality of it all. With the housing market being strong, like sales came in stronger the last month, they were stronger nationwide, which means that we're going to start seeing some appreciation. But as the rates popped up, some people hesitated a little bit. You know who wins? People that didn't hesitate, because now a seller may have had some activity on their house. Maybe they had 2 or 3 buyers come through in the last week. So they're feeling pretty good. They may even have an offer on the table. Then the offer fell through. What do you think they're going to do now? Now they're starting to get worried. So this gives you, the buyer, an opportunity to negotiate a better deal on a house. But you always want to call me first so we can help you structure it correctly. I just had a client, their realtor did not listen to what I told them to do. Now, if they would have, I would have saved the buyer about $37,000 out of pocket, but they didn't listen to me. And then they did the deal and then brought the deal to me. And I went, the numbers are going to be a little different than I ran for you the first time because your realtor didn't do it that way. And that's what I told her to do. You know what? You call me, I'll connect you with the best real estate agent. You guys got to stop leaving money on the table. I'm seeing it every day. Call me now. Tampa, 813-213-4009, or Orlando, 407-706-3313, or go to WeBringYouHome.com. So waiting could cost you a lot of money. Let's just say we got a $450,000 house today, which is about average. Okay. If it goes up by 5% in the next year, it costs you $22,500. Now, rate savings may be far smaller than that. So you're going to make more money just buying a house right now. Rates didn't go up that much, but sellers are perceiving it that way. So here's your big wealth gains here too. Competition is lower and fear is higher. So when fear is high, do what Warren Buffett does. Be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful. When I say the market is fearful, that's your opportunity to strike, folks. There's your opportunity. The average person won't do it. That's why it's an opportunity for the winners. And those opportunities exist right now, and I can help you. There is no such thing as a rich renter. There is negative perception over owning. Rent feels safer. Here's the reality, Mr. and Mrs. Renter, and it's the millennials that get it. And believe me, the smart millennials, I'm going to get you so rich, your friends that are talking rent, you're going to leave them in the dust. Leave them in the dust. Financially, by the time you're 40 years old, you'll have millions of dollars more than them. You just listen to the Lone Ranger. I'm going to show you how to do it. So I'm going to show you how to build equity, because renters build zero equity. I can't, if I have a renter that calls me and says, I'm thinking about buying a house, what's the interest rate? What do you care? You're paying 100% interest. 100%. There's no principal. You're paying the landlord's principal. There's no tax benefits. You're making the landlord rich, and you are literally draining your bank account with nothing to show for it. Meanwhile, homeownership builds wealth whether they try or not. You don't even have to try. My son, you hear me talk about my son, bought a home at 23. He's going to be 28 5 years ago. 4.5 years ago, we bought a house. It's worth $200,000 more today than when he bought it. 200. That's $50,000 a year in equity. 50,000. That's more than his payments are. $50,000 a year in equity. He only makes 50,000. He couldn't save 50,000 a year. It's forced savings, folks. It's the easiest way to build wealth. The housing shortage is actually good news for homeowners. The negative perception, there's not enough homes. Reality is supply shortages support property values, long-term appreciation, equity growth. That's for homeowners, folks. Most people should not refinance today unless it benefits you. How do you know if it benefits you? Just because it's saving you a little bit of money doesn't mean it's the right thing. You need to have a certain break-even period. I will run a break-even analysis. If you can't break even on any loan costs, which you're not coming out of pocket for, but it still adds to your balance, you're not coming out of pocket, but there still has to be a break-even point. I want it less than 36 months. That's when it makes sense. When doesn't it make sense? It doesn't make sense if you don't meet that break-even period. It does, and veterans, you're getting shafted by some of the big companies royally right here. So don't fall for these tricks. Call the Loan Arranger in Tampa right now at 813-213-4009. That's 813-213-4009. Or go to webringyouhome.com. Or you can call me on my Orlando number at 407-706-3313. For my friends on WDBO, listen to WDBO. 25 plus years on the air here. And on the Bone, 102.5 The Bone. My favorite Tampa station ever. And my Bone friends over there, guys are unbelievable. I met some unbelievable people. Unbelievable. I'm so grateful to have listeners like you. You right now, listening to me in the car, listening to me while you're vacuuming the house, listening to me while you're mowing the yard, listening to me on the way to church or on the way home from church. Why? I'm grateful because I promise you, I'm not a professional talk show host, folks. I'm a professional mortgage guy. I'm really good at helping my clients make money and save money, finding the right way for them to finance a house, discovering their options, maximizing profits, connecting them with real estate agents, helping self-employed people, helping investors, helping veterans, helping first-time home buyers with down payment assistance, literally helping you build wealth in real estate. I've made millions of dollars in real estate, folks. I'm a 10th grade dropout. I'm going to show you the right way to do it. And you don't have to go to some stupid seminar and waste a weekend and pay the guy $2,500 for a bunch of garbage that you're never going to be able to do. So don't do it. Call me, the Loan Arranger. That's what I'm here for. All right, we got more to talk about. So here's another thing that burns me up. Solar panels. Don't do solar panels, you guys, unless you want to pay cash for it or put it on a short-term credit card or something, but don't lease them and don't do an installment payment with them. The reason you don't want to do that is these solar companies, you might like the idea of solar and they're good salespeople. Like they'll sell you, if they come into your house, you're going to sign a contract. It's just, they're really strong. They're like the old vinyl siding salespeople. They're strong. They're going to give you all the reasons to do it. I'm going to tell you that I like what solar panels do to save you money, but here's the thing. It could prevent you from refinancing your home because they do put a UCC lien on it. They don't even tell you that. There's insurance implications. There's refinance restrictions. You won't be able to get a home equity line of credit if you've got one. You can't get them. And if you think it's going to add value to your home, that is a big fat lie. It's like these Anderson window commercials. They're saying that Three out of four realtors say that it will increase your home value by 10%. That's the biggest hogwash I've ever heard. That to me, that's fake advertisement. I don't know who the dumb realtors were that said that, but they are stupid, because any good realtor knows that putting new windows on a house is not going to give you 10% more in value. It might save you energy. They may look better. They may be better. I think Anderson makes one of the best windows in the country, but it's not a fair statement, and they're expensive. I wish I would have put better windows in my house, but I had them come out to my house because I thought, let me just look at what it's going to cost me to get new windows here. And then what I'll do is they'll tell me how much energy I'm losing through my windows. Shoot, they shot that thermal gun at my windows and went, hey, man, this ain't bad. And I'm like, you mean I don't even need windows? I went, we wait to sell you some, but you got pretty good energy savings up there. So my point is, folks, don't get taken by these things like solar panels and window upgrades. I got a client right now. I can't refinance them because they put so much doggone money into their house that isn't going to do anything for them. They put solar panels and new windows and got talked into all this stuff. Now they can't even refinance because they owe all this money to these other companies. And now their house is upside down. Here's another thing. We talked in the last segment about self-employed people. I'm going to tell you, if you're self-employed, don't think that you're going to get a better deal on a mortgage if you don't write off enough expenses. I've got better mortgages available for you. Leave your doggone tax returns at home. One of the biggest mistakes I find when home buyers are negotiating: closing costs versus price reduction. Closing costs versus price reduction. For every $10,000 that you reduce your loan amount, not the price of the house, by the loan amount, you'll save $62. If a seller were to give you $10,000, it's going to reduce your cost out of pocket by $10,000. That's real savings, folks. The mortgage rate myth. People think rates determine everything. Reality is price matters more. Timing the market rarely works. Strategy beats speculation every time. 813-213-4009 or webringyouhome.com. All right. If it's free, you're the product. See, I give you a lot of information over and above mortgages and real estate. If it's free, you're the product. Here's what I mean. You check your credit through Credit Karma. It's free, right? When you get your credit checked through Credit Karma, or you use like a tax service like TurboTax, if they're not charging you for that, where are they making their money? They're making their money by selling your data. Don't be a dummy. Don't be a dummy. That's what they're doing. And when you go on and some people, I had a guy say to me, my data is being sold all over the place anyway. Okay, so then I guess you should just do it. It's foolish because they're scams. They're called trigger leads. Even if I pull your credit on a full pull, like a hard pull, the credit bureaus are going to sell your credit report to every mortgage company that'll buy it for $5. How do you like that? And they'll sell that data to countries and businesses out of the country as well. How do you like that? They're called trigger leads. And I think it's horrible that the credit bureaus can do that, but they do. So what do I do to protect you? When you call me, my team puts you on an opt-out list. We do it. We take your social security number and we take your full name and your address. We punch it in to a government system, and it locks out these businesses from getting your data. I bet you don't have a mortgage company that does that for you for free. Bet they don't. But your trigger leads get sold to solar scammers, mortgage scammers, predatory refis, like all the veterans that are. Hey, listen, if a mortgage company calls you to do a mortgage for you, hang up immediately. Don't do it. You should not be solicited on the phone by a mortgage person unless their name was given to you by somebody specifically, like your real estate agent. Don't take the call. They're going to tell you they can do all kinds of things. Do not do it. It's dangerous. See, I don't sell loans. I solve financial problems. See, that's what I do. Orlando, 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. My name is Bruce Woodburn, and I am the Loan Arranger. I will be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loan Arranger Show. Don't go anywhere.